Hi, Deb here, and my videos might look a little different for a while because my computer's acting up, so I'll be uploading right from my phone. So though that means no title card, no thumbnail, no still pictures. My still pictures will be on Instagram. But the worst part about the thumbnail is when you see my videos, you'll see me going, because they freeze it. Who knows how they choose. It's been a rough week for me. A dear friend of mine passed away, and in fact, since June, I've lost 3 friends. But she was in her 90s, and it wasn't a surprise, but it was still a shock. We've been friends over 40 years, and I will truly miss her. I'm telling you that for 2 reasons. Number one is I'm a woman of faith. I know what to do with my sorrow. I'm okay on that. But you still look for something to make you happy. And I don't like much of anything on television. I can't go very many places. And so I turn to my dolly friends, as Tina says on Maria's Doll World, my dolly friends, and watch your videos, and they lighten my heart, and I feel like I've got friends out there. So I'm telling you that so you know, even if people say, why do you waste your time doing that? What you do is important, and it puts happiness out there, and that's very important. So thank you. You helped me through. And the other reason is my friend was a bit of a trailblazer. She wouldn't have said so, but a woman and working in back in the time, it wasn't easy for women to go out and work, and she had a son who sadly died of leukemia. But at any rate, she was a trailblazer in my eyes. So the doll I'm going to talk about is a doll of someone who was a trailblazer, and of course, it's Julia. This is not the talking Julia. I didn't think I'd ever have a Julia, so never say never. But she was at a ridiculously low price, and I don't know why. She had a few scratches on her tummy, but she's still in beautiful condition, don't you think? I don't know if the light's catching her as well as it should. Let me move things. Oh, gee, that's going to be fun. Okay, there you see her a little better. Okay, the Julia TV series was in 1968. It was groundbreaking because an African-American woman was the star, and she was a professional. She was a nurse, for those of you who don't know. I don't know why it's not rerun more. I was a little kid, but I loved the show. I just thought it was a wonderful show. I don't know why it's not rerun more, but at any rate, Julia, the TV series, was in 1968. The first Julia doll, was issued in 1969. And my Julia has the twist and turn waist. And Doll Dazzler, she did a review. She had a Christy, and she was explaining the difference in Julia and Christy, which they use the same face mold, similar to Casey and Twiggy, with slightly different makeup, and the hairstyle was quite different on the first Julia. Okay, I try to know a lot about dolls because I just like learning things. But when I went from being a kid who played with dolls to in between, when I was more or less officially a doll collector, I was baffled by why they made redheaded Julia, since Diane Carroll, as far as I know, never had red hair. I learned much later, I think even through some of your videos, that the black hair oxidized to red. So that's why she has red hair. I don't know why that is, because there were other dark-haired Barbies and their hair didn't change. So I'm a little confused about why this happened to the Julia dolls. And okay, you traditional doll collectors, sit down. I'm going to ask a question. Don't get upset. Why can't I color her hair? What would be wrong with that? I have a Fun Shave Ken that I painted his hair slightly red because I was making a Prince Harry doll, and it turned out really well. I'll show it to you sometime if you want to see it. So why can't I color her hair? Tell me, other than changing the doll from an original condition, what would be wrong with that? I don't want to ruin a doll. I never would. I didn't pay a lot for her, but you know, I care about my dolls. I don't want to ruin them. This, like I said, this outfit, I have this on because there's a little hole in the front, but she came with this little top and these jeans. The person I bought her from on eBay, they must be vintage jeans because they have actual zippers, but there's nothing, I can find nothing saying it's Julia. But you should check Doll Dazzler's video. She talks about the difference in Julia and Christy, how you can tell the difference other than the hairstyle. Christy's the original Christy. When was she made? 67, I think, or 68. Anyway, she had fuller hair, like, what do you call it when it's, she had a more curly, fuller hair. But then they issued Julia with that same hairstyle, so it's very hard to tell the difference. The original Julia has a mark on her bum made in Japan. So anyway, the show was groundbreaking. It had controversy because some people felt they weren't showing the true struggle of poverty of African Americans in the 60s, and apparently it really troubled Diahann Carroll because she agreed, and she's from Harlem, so she knew poverty, she knew prejudice, and I think she wanted to do more with the show. But you know, Hollywood, they have, I don't know why they didn't listen to her. You would think she would know what she's talking about and they'd want to know what she was talking about, but some things never change, do they? Anyway, there's the Julia doll. I am so excited to add her to my collection. They're always so expensive, and thank you, seller, for selling her to me because I've always wanted one. And now I have one, so I'm really, really happy. But okay, that's my Julia doll, and before I sign off, happy October! Of course, this is a Bren doll from the 80s. What is she playing? Sounds like falling leaves to me, but huh. It is falling leaves. She has the October on there. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you'll subscribe. I reached 100 subscribers. Thank you all. This means the world to me. And I love sharing my dolls with you. I love the comments that you make because you all add a lot to my life. And so like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you would. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Toodles.